Good evening. Good evening. How are you all today? We are going to get started in just a couple minutes, but I was wondering if there was anybody that's here tonight that won the award for last month and they're coming to receive it tonight. If they could come forward and tell me their name, that would be really helpful. So if you won the award for last month, not this month, and you're coming to get your award tonight, come on up. Tell me your name. Alyssa Lopez. What school do you go to, Alyssa? You're from this, wait, hold on. You're from this one.
There it is.
Alyssa Lopez. Okay, yep, you're on for this one. Okay.
Alyssa Barcelos.
What's your school? Grade. What grade are you in, Alyssa? Do you know, wait, do you know Brooklyn Wally? Riggs, Alyssa Barcelos. Okay, you're good. You're on. We're got it. Okay, you're here to get your award tonight. Some people miss their award. Yeah, that's
We are about to start the Student Citizen of the Month. Thank you for coming. For those who are here in school, I know you're anxious to get back to school from spring break. Is that right? Okay. Welcome back, and I hope you had a great week at school. I am Mayor John Lewis, and this is the highlight of the month in Gilbert, Arizona, the Student Citizen of the Month. We will have town council members here helping us. In front, Councilmember Jen Daniels, Councilmember Victor Peterson, Councilmember Jordan Ray, Councilmember Eddie Cook, Councilmember Jared Taylor, and Vice Mayor Ben Cooper. They'll be helping the process, and we have 3 groups. And before I announce the 3 groups, there's also individuals here that we want to have stand and be recognized because they are a key part of this. They're the individuals that nominate the Student Citizens of the Month, and they're the individuals that have watched closely at your schools and have seen those who are going to be recognized tonight doing things that are exceptional. Some of you are going to be recognized tonight. You might not even know what you did, and it might have been just something that a teacher or principal or someone saw you do. And so thank you. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're great examples to the community. But if you are a teacher, principal, administrator at a school, please stand. And, Councilmember Cook, I think you've got something to show the group. Please.
Well, for your wonderful participation, the council will honor you with a Go Shop Gilbert bag. And in there are 2 cards, a bookmarker and this wonderful card called shopgilbertarizona.com. So anyways, you can use your smartphone and zap the little, icon on here, and it will take you to a wonderful website.
And Gilbert Digital tonight will be taking pictures of each person you recognize, and it'll be on the card of how to find that picture. Is that right? Oh, look, right there. That's on the card. Facebook and the cards are in the back. That makes it very easy, doesn't it? Gardenia, thank you. We're going to go forward now with 3 different groups. The first 2 groups will be student citizens will be recognized in elementary schools. And we'll divide it into the A through I. If the elementary school you go to has the first letter from A through I, the second group will be J to Z, and then the third group will be those in junior high and high school. Councilmember Daniels will be the one reading the names. If you are in that first group, though, if your elementary school begins from the letter A through I, please come on down and stand right behind me. We also have in the back of the room, while this first group is coming, this Saturday is the first annual Mayor's Characters Race. The flyer in the back gives all the details. It will start at the Christ Greenfield Lutheran Church, which is halfway between Guadalupe and Elliott on Greenfield Road. And it's a fun race where families or students and citizens or neighbors and friends are encouraged to participate. It's a 4-mile race, and 2 miles will be riding a bike, 2 miles will be running, and you can divide it up any way you want. So if you're a parent and you had a son or daughter do it with you, you could have the son or daughter do 3.5 miles and you could do half mile. Or teacher and student, something like that. But please take a look at that. It will be a very fun event. And are you ready? Well, let's see, what was the second thing? Well,
There's invitations.
there's an invitation back there. This is Operation Welcome Home. This is another one of our favorite activities. On Thursday night, October 4th at 6 p.m., Operation Welcome Home is when we welcome one of our Gilbert residents who has been serving overseas and abroad in the military back home. If you haven't had a chance to go to an Operation Welcome Home, it is a fantastic experience. It's about a 30-minute program, and the sheet in the back that says Operation Welcome Home, and we'll be honoring Specialist Daniel McDonald and Specialist Cody Whitlock. Now are we ready?
Yes.
Councilmember Daniels, let's begin. Oh, and with the first person, we'll kind of get it. They'll come up here, we'll take the picture, we'll get the Shop Gilbert bag. If you also wanted to come up and take a picture, we'll make sure that happens.
From Ashland Ranch Elementary, Ryan Vickers. From Burke Elementary, Lyric Reed. From Carroll Ray Ranch Elementary, Macy Payne. From Centennial Elementary, Trinity Jack. From Chaparral Elementary, Natalie Guzman. From Finley Farms Elementary, Destiny Carbajal Hernandez. From Gilbert Elementary, Sienna Torres. From Gilbert Arts Academy, Ayan Ahmed. Also from Gilbert Arts Academy, Asher Ballou. From Gateway Point Elementary, Kate Renwick. From Greenfield Elementary, Gabrielle Pullen. From Highland Park Elementary, Ran Roethlisberger. And we're going to have Ran stand close by. From another one from Highland Park is Drew Roethlisberger. So maybe we can do an individual mayor and then have both of them together real quick.
Hey, just a second. Which one is the best looking of the three of us? Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind.
From Houston Elementary.
I would lose that one.
From Houston Elementary, Kevin Ryan. From the Islands Elementary, Jackson Brown. Patterson. What's the next group? One more.
Is that group one? Oh, one more.
One more. From Patterson Elementary, Ileana Bustos.
What we do after each group, we do a group picture. So I'm going to invite all of you to come stand in this area. We'll move in as we do on group pictures as close as possible. Big hand for group one. Thank you. You may go back to your seats. We invite group two to come forward. If you are in elementary school and have not have your name been read yet, please come forward. And this would be kind of the J's to the Z's. I know we slipped in Patterson on that last one. Basically the J's to the Z's if your elementary school begins first letter.
From Mesquite Elementary, Sophia Washburn. From Neely Traditional Academy, Juliet Joy Dickerson. From Oak Tree Elementary, Dan Lippert. From Pioneer Elementary, Natalia Nelson. From Playa del Rey Elementary, Madison Hammond. From Quartz Hill Elementary, Kason Alexander.
Did we get it? Okay, very good, thanks.
From Riggs Elementary, Alyssa Barcelos. From Settlers Point Elementary, Trevor Ryan. From Sonoma Ranch Elementary, Nicholas Zilch. From Spectrum Elementary, Laura Cooper. From Town Meadows Elementary, Tim Tipdevong. And from Val Vista Lakes Elementary, Alyssa Lopez.
Group 2, if you could come forward, we'll do a picture together. Thank you. Big round of applause for Group 2. Thank you. Group 3, if you are in junior high or high school, please come on down.
Campo Verde High School, Haley Naramore. From Desert Hills High, Andrew Turp. From Gilbert Early College, Ashley King. From Gilbert Classical Academy, Catherine Carrillo. From Gilbert High School, Navy Lynn Baker. From Gilbert Junior High, Ashley Paige Laturk. It's probably Lertique. Okay, sorry. From Greenfield Junior High, Abigail Loeffler. From Highland High, Andrew M. Smith. From Mesquite High, Kayla Keenast. Is that good? I can usually tell from the high schooler's face if I get their name right or wrong. From Mesquite Junior High, Thalia Davis. From South Valley Junior High, Peyton Bybee. From Williamsfield High, Zachary Hedelin. From Gilbert Early College, Rebecca McIntyre. And finally, Mayor from Williamsfield High, Soraya M. Steele.
Does that work? Okay. Group 3, let's do our picture together. You know, before we take this group picture, Superintendent Allison, you're a runner, run on down here. Hurry, come on down. Let's have you join the picture. In fact, I see any of the principals, just Hurry down. This is a runner here. Any of the principals? Dr. Allison is a marathon runner, so we appreciate him being in this. That gives us some youth here. All right, we'll squeeze together. And yes, this is a little bit different than group 1 and 2. This is where I stand on my tippy toes.
Everyone ready? 3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Thank you. Maybe seated. A big round of applause for group 3. Oh, very good. We'll see you in a few minutes. To the parents and grandparents and friends and neighbors who came to give support, thank you. That concludes the Student Citizen of the Month ceremony. If you'd like to stay for the formal town council meeting, it will start in about 2 or 3 minutes. And if you need to move on and have treats, remember to shop Gilbert. And then those of you who recognize, hurry home so you can get your homework done. Thank you. We'll do the 10-second warning and then begin. Welcome to the Gilbert Town Council meeting, March 21st, 2013. I'm Mayor John Lewis, and those who are here tonight attending, we thank you for coming. I officially call the meeting to order, and we will begin with an invocation and pledge of allegiance. As noted on the agenda, the invocation may be offered by a person of any religion, faith, belief, or non-belief, as well as council members. A list of volunteers is maintained in the town clerk's office, and interested individuals can contact the clerk's office if they would like to volunteer. Tonight, we have invited Howard Dendurant to come forward and offer the invocation, after which Councilmember Peterson will introduce one of our team members here to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Those who are here at council chambers, we invite you to please stand.
Father in heaven, we are thankful tonight for the opportunity to be here in this town council meeting. We are grateful for this free land in which we live. We're thankful for all who have done so much to preserve our liberties and to make it available to us to be here tonight. We ask you to bless the members of the town council and those who will make presentations, that they'll be able to understand the needs of the town and of each of its residents. And these things we pray for in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
We've got Meg McDowell helping us with the pledge. Go ahead, Meg.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks so much for your help, and we'll hear more from them later.
Our town clerk will now conduct the roll call. Kathy Templeton.
Mayor Lewis.
Here.
Vice Mayor Cooper.
Here.
Councilmember Taylor.
Here.
Councilmember Cook.
Here.
Councilmember Daniels.
Here.
Councilmember Peterson.
Here.
Councilmember Ray.
Here.
Quorum is present.
Thank you. We have two recognitions tonight of teams, and Councilmember Daniels will do the first team as, we'll want the team to come forward, right? Okay. Campo Verde team come forward. While the team's coming forward, I'm just going to hold up a piece of paper for those who are here in council chambers. This Saturday is the mayor's first ever character fun run, and it is titled Fun Run because participants do it as a team. And so parents with their sons and daughters, or school teachers with their students, or maybe a friend or neighbor encouraged to do it together. It's a 4-mile run, 2 miles riding a bike, 2 miles running. And as I mentioned to others, if you happen to have a son or daughter and you want them to do 3.5 miles and you do a half mile, that's just fine. You get to divide it up any way you would like. But for those, again, at council chambers, there's a sheet that gives you all the details, and invite you to do that this Saturday. And Councilmember Daniels, continue.
Thank you, Mayor. We appreciate the Campo Verde High School varsity soccer team being here tonight. They have some exciting news to report to us. I'm going to allow our coaches right here to, Savannah Stoltz is the assistant head coach, and we will have them introduce their team. We'll pass the mic down, let each girl introduce themselves, and then we have a video we'd love to share with you tonight.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Savannah Stoltz. This is Rosie Headley. She's our varsity head coach. And thank you for having us here tonight. We have an amazing group of girls. This is just 10 of the 24 that we actually have. So this is just about half of what is usually out there. We've had a tremendous season. We won 23 games overall, lost 2, and tied 1, and ultimately made it to the state championship, where we were fortunate enough to play on our own home field at Campo Verde High School. And we played Mingus, and we ended up winning and placed first in Division III against, did I already say Mingus? We played Mingus, and we won. 1-0 is what I meant to say. So it was a fantastic season that we had. This is only our 3rd season ever in a varsity program, as Campo's pretty new. So we have some amazing, talented, great young ladies that Rosie and I are very fortunate to have coached. and we very much look forward to the future seasons that we will have, and we will also very much miss our first graduating class of seniors, 3 of which are here this evening, Brianna Olson, Shannon Costello, and Alyssa Carroll, who sadly will be leaving us. Shannon will be playing at Grand Canyon University for soccer, and Brianna Olson will be playing at Scottsdale Community College, so we're very excited for them.
And to add on to Savannah, recently Campo Verde was one of 10 high schools in the entire nation that their girls soccer program was recognized by the Army National Guard and Max Preps. So we're very excited about that, and you will be hearing more about that. We have an assembly in April for that recognition. So I'll pass it on to Sabrina.
I am Sabrina Rodriguez. I'm a freshman.
I'm Mallory Elton. I'm a freshman.
Janelle Halter, freshman.
Shelby Nelson, freshman.
Colleen Kettner, freshman captain. Junior captain.
Sydney Nelson, junior.
Junior captain, Meg McDowell.
Senior captain, Shannon Costello.
Senior, Brianna Olson, captain.
Alyssa Carroll, senior.
Thank you so much. Let's watch this video.
Leading that cheering section, the principal and school superintendent, were they the first ones out on the field? Is that what you saw? And come on down here. And Councilmember Daniels, if the two of you could introduce yourselves and if you had any additional comments, and then we'll give it back to Councilmember Daniels.
Fortunately, we kept our shirts on. We weren't the lead group out there. But it is an honor to be here. And the only thing that I have to say about this team and these young ladies and the coaches is that they're far better people than they are soccer players. And they are tremendous soccer players. So it says something about them, their character, their drive to achieve, first and foremost in the classroom and then secondarily outside of it. So we're incredibly proud of them and know that they'll give back to our community, particularly our 3 graduates. So proud of them.
And just on behalf of Gilbert Public Schools, we have another championship, and that's great. We had a couple last year, and now we have this one this year. And the interesting thing about this year, the great thing about this year, is that Campo Verde, 5 years, and we have a state championship, which is really unheard of. But again, Gilbert Public Schools is very proud of you, and thank you for this victory. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I'll pass these certificates to coaches. They can distribute. And a nice round of applause for our student athletes. Thanks.
picture, everybody, kind of in this vicinity? And all three of you are in the picture too?
Well, we also have another championship team. If we could have Coach Gino and Coach Bob and the Raiders flag football team come to the front. The last time you were here, we were honored that they had won the state championship, but I think Coach Gino will share with us kind of how their journey went and let us know how successful the team was.
Thank you. So first and foremost, thank you for having us back. Just to speak on some of the highlights for the boys, they were the top team in the entire nation. So out of 198,000 kids who play in the NFL Flag Football League, this team is the best in the entire country. And to kind of put that into perspective, there are 8 regional championships throughout the United States. They were the winner of the Dallas, Texas regional, and they went on to compete against those other 7 regional winners. And again, they're the national champions.
Well, and that's wonderful. And I think you had a undefeated season. Is that correct?
We did indeed. So this team, and we're missing one of our players, this team is 26-0 since being together.
Well, let's do this. If they can, each of the players just introduce your name, that'd be wonderful.
Austin Spiker, Hamilton. Andy Chesko.
Rico Yanez, Gilbert.
Dalen Betzold. Dino Esposito.
Anthony Carducci, Campo Verde.
I'm the assistant coach, Bob Esposito.
Thank you. Well, Mayor, do we want to get a wonderful picture?
We have a quick video.
Oh. Oh, we like videos.
Okay.
I wish you could.
you have put new meaning into our tagline, a community of excellence. So thank you. We'll do a group picture. And you want us a little closer in light? Okay, a couple steps up. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Vice Mayor Cooper, do we have any requests tonight, communications from citizens?
We do.
Okay. As noted on the agenda, members of the public may comment on matters within the jurisdiction of the town, but not on the agenda. The council's response is limited to responding to criticism, asking staff to review a matter commented upon, or asking that a matter be put on a future agenda. Please continue.
Laura Barnes, if she could come forward, please.
And Laura, as you know, if you can state your name and if you're a Gilbert resident for the record.
Good evening, Mayor Lewis, Vice Mayor Cooper, council members, nice to see you. My name is Laura Barnes and I'm a Gilbert resident. I'd like to speak to you again tonight about the budget, again, and your decision about the withdrawal of funding for non-profits, and also children within the town of Gilbert. And I want to begin tonight by sharing with you an old English nursery rhyme. You'll see the relevance. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread, and then whipped them all soundly and sent them to bed. Not very pleasant, right? So I want to re-script that nursery rhyme. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she knew exactly what to do. She held them, she rocked them, she tucked them in bed. I love you, I love you, I love you, she said. Can you feel the difference in the wording? It evokes an entirely different emotion. Words are important. What you say and what you do matters. It gives an impression of beliefs, priorities, and intentions. I want to speak tonight about some vulnerable children living in Gilbert. Some children tonight may be surviving on broth without bread, and some children in Gilbert tonight may be being whipped soundly before being sent to bed. Now, in the past few weeks, I've been following what the council has been doing, and they voted to raise town employees' salaries. And this was not considered welfare, which is how the town considers money going to the non-profits. But this was scripted as investment. In the past few weeks, council also voted to give a very sweet deal to the American Furniture Warehouse, agreeing to refund 30% of sales tax revenue with a cap of $2 million over 5 years. Over those same 5 years, council are withdrawing all the funding for non-profits within the town. But it's not called welfare, it's being scripted as investment. Investment. I spoke to you last time I came to council about the preamble to the Constitution, Victor, and I spoke a little bit about general welfare and specific welfare. Now I hear specific welfare for some areas, business, because it's very clear about the economic development of the town. It's important, there's a return on the investment. Our children deserve the same investment. Some of you stood and listened to Dr. Crow a few weeks ago at the ASU Polytechnic, speaking about how we prepare our children for college, make sure that they are ready and able, and that they can be competitive, economically viable in the workplace. These are our talented kids in Gilbert. They deserve a chance. Children cannot possibly fulfill their potential if they are hungry and have no place to get food, like the Open Arms Care Centre here in Gilbert and other food banks. They cannot possibly fulfill their potential if they are being beaten and have no place to go, like the Child Crisis Centre or My Sister's Place for domestic violence. They cannot possibly fulfill their potential if they have no place to go after school, such as the Boys and Girls Club. They cannot fulfill their potential if they don't learn about their heritage through places such as the Gilbert Historical Museum. This is not welfare. This is not welfare. This is investment, and it's an investment in children. And I beg you to please reconsider your decision to withdraw that funding for non-profits within the town. They need you. The children need you. Not only do they need the money from you, but they also need to show them in your words and actions that they matter to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Vice Mayor Cooper, any other requests?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. We move to the consent calendar. All items listed below are considered consent calendar items and may be approved by a single motion unless removed at the request of council for further discussion or action. Other items on the agenda may be added to the consent calendar and approved under a single motion. Vice Mayor Cooper, what request do we have from the council?
Mayor, I move that we approve items 5 through 12, including the change to 12 that's noted on the dais, and polling 7A.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. Please vote. That's approved with a 7-0 vote. Thank you. Agenda item 7A. Councilmember Peterson?
That was pulled in consideration of my need to abstain. Thank you very much for that.
Okay, thank you.
Move
Mayor.
to approve.
Second.
All right. With that motion and second, please vote on 7A. That's approved with a 6-0 vote. Thank you. Vice Mayor Cooper, any other consent calendar items?
No, Mayor, that covers the consent calendar.
Thank you. And let's see if under our public hearing, so 15, 17 will be pulled. And so that leaves 13, 14, and 16. And to the council members, there was a slight revision on 16. Okay, thank you. So, just before I announce on the agenda, Vice Mayor Cooper, do we have any citizens that wish to speak on 13, 14, and 16?
Not that I know of, Mayor.
All right, let me just confirm in council chambers. Okay, thank you. I will go ahead and open. First, I'll read what's listed on the agenda, and then I will open the 3 public hearing items and see if there are some discussion the council members would also like to have. The agenda says that items 13, 14, 16 will be heard at one public hearing, at which time anyone wishing to comment on a public hearing item may do so. Seeing that we have no one to make that request, I will proceed in opening the public hearing for agenda items 13, 14, and 16. And to the council, any discussion on these 3 items? I will close the public hearing on 13, 14, and 16 and entertain a motion.
Move to approve items 13, 14, and 16 as presented to us, including the revision of the ordinance on 16.
Is there a second?
Second.
With that motion and second, please vote. That's approved with a 7-0 vote. Thank you. administrative items. Agenda item 18, boards, commission, and committee reports, please.
Mayor Lewis.
Councilmember Daniels, please.
As an annual update, Valley Metro produces the transit performance report. I'll leave this in council chambers for all of you, but we did have a meeting today that went over where we are. As far as total boardings, we're up 5.16% from fiscal year 2011. So ridership continues to increase on our Valley Metro lines, and they are making efforts to lessen the cost in the Dial-A-Ride program, as well as a couple other areas. So there is movement happening at RBTA.
Thank you. Other board committee reports? Councilmember Peterson.
Just wanted to reiterate that 4R City is putting on a wonderful opportunity for volunteering in April 13th, Saturday, April 13th. We have a number of opportunities. The website you can go to is gilbertcan.org. You can sign up right there, see which needs are not yet filled. And so it's an awesome opportunity. We appreciate everyone's help so far. We've actually had quite a few people sign up, and so it's going well. And I just want to remind people about that opportunity, gilbertcan.org. Thanks, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember Cook.
This is from the Environmental Energy Conservation Advisory Board. Here's a question to the council. Do you know how many town vehicles we have in our fleet? I'm looking for a good guess.
Lifeline.
Yes, including all the vehicles in the town of Gilbert. How much? 740. You are very, very close.
You just got the training.
We have 748.
748.
With that, I learned we have now implemented a new procedure called the anti-idling procedure. And what that basically means is that effective immediately, unless exempted by a federal, state, county laws and within the following section, no town vehicle or piece of equipment is to be idled in a non-emergency situation. So I heard that in our diesel vehicles, there's actually kind of a special device that has a timer. And that timer, when it gets to 5 minutes, will automatically turn off that vehicle. So I just wanted to share that with you, that we're looking at being very cautious about our environment, the cost of burning fuel and all that. And I think it's just a wonderful practice that we're now taking on the town of Gilbert.
Thank you. Maybe one other report, I also attended the Greater Phoenix Economic Council meetings today in their board meeting, and I have a packet of information which I will leave in the council room for your review. Various topics were discussed. International efforts in bringing companies to Arizona are moving forward, as well as many companies from California. And there is a GPEC trip to Washington, D.C., third week of April, that I have accepted the assignment to help represent Gilbert back there as we visit with various companies. Any other reports? We've talked about the mayor's run. Many of us are in that, and so I guess one potential reason for ending this meeting shortly is so that we can go out and practice running tonight. Is that right? I'll move on. Future meetings. Any discussions? And report from town manager.
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
Report from council members.
Mayor, I have two things I'd like to announce. April 4th, Thursday at 6 p.m., Operation Welcome Home. We have the privilege of honoring two of our Gilbert residents, Specialist Daniel McDonald and Specialist Cody Whitlock. And we invite all of the community to come and help us welcome them home after their tour of duty. And that's again at 6 p.m. right here in council chambers, and we kind of start outside. So it's a great event. We also have an event in May and in June. We have lots of returning soldiers, so we're grateful for them, for their efforts, and for all that they've done. Mayor, last but not least, on April 25th, you're receiving an award. You probably already knew this. But Arizona Interfaith Movement is honoring our mayor, John Lewis, with the Golden Rule Award, and I thought that the community should know that. He is being recognized for his efforts. We appreciate that, Mayor. Thanks for representing us so well.
Thank you. And it is wonderful to be part of a Golden Rule city, Gilbert, Arizona. The last agenda item, report from the mayor. Let's go get in our running shoes and get ready. Meeting adjourned.